John Stuart Mill's On Liberty is a profound exploration of the nature and limits of individual freedom within society. Written in the mid-19th century, it remains a foundational text that shapes our understanding of liberty and its relationship with authority. Mill begins by asserting that the freedom of the individual is the chief good in life, vital not only for personal development but also for the progress of society as a whole. He warns against the dangers of tyranny of the majority, where social opinion and government alike impose conformity, suppressing dissent and individual expression. The book unfolds as a passionate argument for why individuality must be protected from undue interference. Mill argues that every person should be free to think, speak, and act as they choose unless their actions harm others. This harm principle becomes the cornerstone of his philosophy. It establishes a clear boundary: individual liberty is paramount, but it is not absolute. Society may only justifiably restrict actions that directly harm others, not those that merely offend or displease. Mill's writing is rich with vivid examples and a keen sense of human psychology. He points out how diverse opinions and lifestyles enrich society by challenging norms and encouraging progress. He decries censorship and social pressure that force individuals to conform to prevailing views, arguing that silencing minority opinions robs society of the chance to discover truth. For Mill, even erroneous opinions hold value because their contest with truth sharpens understanding and belief. A compelling part of On Liberty lies in its defense of free speech. Mill explores the consequences of suppressing unpopular ideas, emphasizing that such suppression is dangerous not only to those silenced but to society at large. When society stifles debate, it risks stagnation and dogmatism. He urges openness to all perspectives as essential to a vibrant, evolving culture. The narrative doesn't merely defend intellectual freedom but also personal autonomy. Mill is attentive to the subtle ways society can encroach upon individual liberty through moral coercion and social pressure. He warns that public opinion, when unchecked, can be as oppressive as laws. This insight resonates deeply in today's world of social media and cancel culture, where informal policing of behavior can limit free expression. Importantly, Mill recognizes that individuals are fallible and that liberty must be balanced with responsibility. Freedom does not mean license to harm others. This balance underscores the complexity of governing human behavior. Mill's harm principle is not simplistic, it requires careful judgment about what constitutes harm and how to respect autonomy without descending into chaos. The writing style itself is both eloquent and accessible, inviting readers into a thoughtful dialogue. Mill does not preach dogmatically, instead, he offers a reasoned conversation about freedom's benefits and risks. His respectful tone reflects his belief in rational discourse as a means to resolve conflicts between liberty and authority. Throughout the book, there's a palpable optimism in Mill's view of human nature. He believes that individuals, when free, will develop morally and intellectually, contributing positively to society. This faith in personal growth justifies the high value he places on liberty and his suspicion of paternalism, the idea that authorities know better than individuals about what is good for them. Mill also anticipates challenges to liberty from emerging industrial societies. He worries that economic and social pressures might create conformity or dependency that undermines freedom. His concerns foreshadow modern debates about consumer culture, media influence, and corporate power, making On Liberty remarkably prescient. The author's commitment to individuality extends to the idea that diversity in character and lifestyle is essential for social progress. He suggests that a society that tolerates different ways of living not only respects individuals but also fosters innovation and vitality. This diversity is a bulwark against stagnation and a source of collective strength. On Liberty also touches on the delicate issue of education and its role in shaping free citizens. Mill warns against indoctrination and encourages education that cultivates critical thinking and independent judgment. He sees education as vital to preparing individuals to exercise liberty responsibly. The narrative skillfully balances theory and practical concerns. Mill understands that liberty must work in real societies with real conflicts. His reflections on law, morality, and social norms highlight the constant negotiation between personal freedom and collective well-being. By the end of the book, readers are left with a powerful affirmation of freedom's central role in human flourishing. Mill's ideas challenge us to consider how to protect liberty not only through laws but through culture and attitudes. His vision is one where freedom and social harmony coexist through mutual respect and reason. On Liberty remains relevant because it grapples with timeless tensions: how to protect individuality while maintaining social order, how to foster open dialogue without descending into chaos, and how to judge the limits of freedom. Its enduring appeal lies in Mill's deep humanity and his belief that freedom, when rightly understood, is the foundation of a just and vibrant society. The book invites each reader into an ongoing conversation about liberty, responsibility, and the role of government. Mill's work is not just a set of abstract principles but a living challenge to continually balance freedom with care for others. In this way, On Liberty transcends its time, offering wisdom that remains vital in any era seeking to understand and uphold human freedom.